You are alone. The forest or jungle breathes behind you. You hear the cracking of branches. He is already close. What will you do? Run away? Scream? One mistake and it will all be over. Today, you will learn how to survive if the predator has chosen you. How to understand that you are being watched in the forest. You are never completely alone. If you have goosebumps on your back, if it seems that someone is nearby, most likely sonnature whispers to those who know how to listen. Disturbed birds, sudden silence, or the smell of wet wool. These are signs that a predator is already nearby if the animal is hunting. It does not make noise, it is watching, changes position in a circle, moves against the wind so that you do not smell it if the animal is defending the territory. You will hear a warning roar, the movement of breaking branches, a demonstration of strength, but you will not always get a chance to retreat. One animal is fear, but a pack is a strategy. If you see one wolf, be sure there are 3 more nearby. The most common mistake is panic and running. At this moment, you turn into game. Don't run away. Freeze, look around. Don't play by their rules. Make the predator think. Are you really the one you are after, worth chasing? Survival in extreme situations with us. Subscribe to this channel. Here you will find the most important and practical tips on how to save yourself in the forest, city, or wild nature. Real stories, proven methods, and instructions that can save your life. Don't miss new releases. Survival begins with the right knowledge. Wolf, bear, panther. Who hunts differently. Each animal plays by its own rule. Wolf. This is a tactic if he is alone. He is careful if there is a pack. You are already trapped. They surround silently without fuss. The wolf does not rush first. He waits for you to make a mistake, run around, get confused, shout, fear. The wolf is a very smart and social predator. He can hunt both alone and in a pack. It is important to understand that a wolf rarely attacks a person without a reason. Most often, it avoids contact. If a wolf hunts alone, its behavior can be more cautious and secretive. A pack, however, acts more aggressively and confidently. A pack can surround and drive prey using coordination. If you notice a wolf, first of all, do not show fear. Do not run or make sudden movements. Panic will only provoke the predator. A wolf can show a threat by growling, showing teeth, and direct gaze. If you see such signs, try to seem larger by raising your hands or opening your jacket. Speak loudly and confidently to scare the wolf away. Slowly retreat back without turning your back. If the wolf attacks, defend yourself with everything at hand. A stick, a stone, a bag. Interesting fact, wolves are afraid of fire and noise. So loud sounds and light can scare away a predator. With a bear, everything is different. You can hear it in advance, cracking of branches, heavy step if it stands on its hind legs. It is not an attack, it is a demonstration. It warns if it growls and slaps its paw on the ground. You have a chance to get away. But if it rushes silently, it is serious. Running is useless. Raise your hands above your head, speak calmly, retreat sideways, shout that you are not a threat, but not game either. A bear is one of the most powerful and unpredictable predators in the forest. Its behavior can change depending on the situation and species. For example, a brown bear can be aggressive if it is defending its territory or cubs. A black bear is more often frightened and runs away from a person, but if it feels threatened, it can attack. A bear does not always want to attack. It often tries to scare with a menacing growl, stomping and showing its claws. If a bear stands on its hind legs, it is not always a threat. It is simply trying to get a better look. It is important to understand the difference between an attack and a warning. For example, if a bear approaches slowly and makes quiet sounds, it is most likely peaceful but cautious. If a bear growls loudly and moves quickly, it is already a danger. The main mistake is to run. A bear runs faster than a person and will easily catch up. If you encounter a bear, you need to remain calm. Speak in a quiet, calm voice. Do not shout or wave your arms. If you have a backpack or jacket, hold them in front of you to appear larger. A bear is often frightened by sudden movements and noise. You can gently tap it with a stick or throw a stone to the side to scare it away. If a bear starts to attack, defense depends on the situation. If it is a black bear, try to defend yourself with everything you have. If a brown bear attacks to protect children or territory, it is better to lie face down, cover your neck with your hands, and not move. Interesting fact, bears have an excellent memory and can remember the location of danger for many years. They can also quickly adapt to the environment and learn to avoid people. Therefore, it is important to always be careful in their habitats and not to leave food in plain sight. Panther, leopard, jaguar. These are shadows. You will not hear them. You will not see them. They do not scare. They kill, own, jump. And that's it. If you still notice a cat before the attack, do not turn your back, scream wave. Your arms make yourself bigger. Cats do not like victims that are too loud and unpredictable. Panther, leopard, jaguar, and tiger are large predators with similar hunting skills, but different habits and habitats. All of them are excellent solitary hunters, preferring to attack from ambush, using lightning speed and stealth. Panther is, as a rule, the black coloring of a leopard or jaguar. They lead a secretive lifestyle, hunt at night, and attack unexpectedly. If you spot a panther, do not try to run away. It is better to remain calm and not make any sudden movements. The leopard is the most adaptable predator to different conditions. It can climb trees and carry prey up to hide it from other animals. Leopards often attack from ambushes, quickly and with lightning speed. If you meet a leopard, do not turn your back on it and run. It is better to speak loudly and try to seem bigger. The jaguar is the most powerful predator in America. It swims well and often hunts near water. It attacks quickly and silently, usually choosing weak or lonely victims. If you find yourself near a jaguar, do not make any sudden movements. Try to look menacing, raise your hands, and make sounds. The tiger is the largest of all. It is a very strong and dangerous predator. Tigers hunt at night and use camouflage to get closer to their prey. If you encounter a tiger, do not turn your back or run away. Remain calm, speak loudly, and back away slowly. Fun fact, all these big cats prefer stealth and avoid people. Attacks occur mainly when the predator feels threatened or hungry. Most attacks can be avoided if you do not provoke the animal and remain calm. If you can just scare a wolf, you can persuade a bear, but you will have to deceive a panther, and you can't run with anyone. What you should never do. The main mistake is to run away, but you are not a cheetah or a deer. You will not run away from anyone. And if you run, you turn into prey. You yourself turn on the predator's hunting mode. The second mistake is to turn your back. The animal feels weakness. The back means fear. Fear means you can attack, even if the animal doubted. Now it is sure, don't scream for no reason. Don't wave your arms like a madman. Sharp, chaotic movements scare you yourself and provoke an attack. Instinct tells you to unhide, climb higher. But in nature, these reflexes work against you. Those who panicked don't survive there, but those who thought a second earlier, never forget the beast looks at you and decides whether you are dangerous or tasty. Your task is to be an unfavorable target. Not screaming, not running, not weak. You are not game. You are a problem that is best avoided. How to defend yourself. Without a weapon, but with a head, you may not have a weapon, but you have a body, mind, and instinct not of a victim, but of a survivor if there is a wolf in front of you. Don't run away. Stop. Take a step back without losing eye contact. Talk calmly even if it sounds strange. It works. Voice is your first defense. Be confident. Even if you are shaking inside, if it is a bear, the main thing is to understand what kind of meeting it is if it growls from afar. Stand up, calmly raise your hands slowly. Make yourself taller. Don't look into the eyes, but don't turn away either if the bear is approaching. Drop. Your backpack clothes create an obstacle if it attacks. Depending on the species, sometimes you need to lie down, sometimes fight black bear, fight to the end. Brown, play dead. Remember the difference? If it's a cat, panther, or leopard, you won't see it right away. It will come silently and strike from behind. If you manage to notice it, your chance noise wave, your jacket, use a stick, brick backpack, make yourself visually bigger. Don't let it sneak up a second time. Use everything. A stick is not just a stick, it's a weapon. Backpack is a shield. Jacket is camouflage. If the moment of battle has come, fight furiously. Take a handful of earth. Hit in the eyes, in the mouth, in the nose. The beast is looking for easy prey. Become hell on two legs, and it will retreat. How to leave unnoticed. You survived, but the beast is still nearby. You know it may be behind your back, to the side in the shadow of the trees. You need to leave not quickly, but correctly. Don't run this terrain. Slopes, ravenous streams. What is your ally. It washes away the smell and tracks. Move along the shore or along the riverbed. Tree not to touch the grass and bushes. If you walk on the ground, put something on your feet. Soften your step. Walk on stones or along old paths. If there are trees nearby, use them as cover, as barriers. Hide your silhouette. Do not leave clear tracks, especially on wet ground at night. Special mode. Go only if you know the way. Otherwise, it is easier to break a leg than to leave at night. The animal sees better than you, but it is more carefulness. It moves slowly. Stop. Listen if the silence is interrupted. Freeze, inhale, exhale. Further, how long can the animal follow you? Sometimes for hours, sometimes for days. If you cross the water, if you did not leave a smell, if you did not make a sound, he may lose interest or leave. Your goal is not to be interesting, to be difficult prey, to be not someone worth hunting. Motivation. The power of the mind versus fangs and situation with a predator. The main thing is not the strength of the body, but the power of the mind. The psychology of survival decides more than muscles and weapons. Stories of those who survived prove. Sometimes logic and cold calculation save more than instincts, and panic. Predators choose the weak, those who are afraid, tremble, and lose control. Therefore, convince yourself that you are not a victim. Be confident and calm. Don't show fear, even if you are afraid. Hide it. Keep your head cool. Your life depends on your condition. This is your strongest defense. A predator senses not only smell, but also fear. The one who thinks survives, not the one who is faster. Now you know how to save your life. But it's better not to get into such a situation at all.